Hey guys. So I just got back from my trip. But I wrote the episode while I was there, you guys, in Panama City, and it was, oh, a beautimous fucking week. It really was. But truth be told, my white ass did get a little bit sunburned. Just a little bit. Alright, a lot bit, okay? I got a little bit too red. But it's all good. It was only one day of that. And then it was, not so bad. But I took some time to just, yeah, not what vacation's all about. Feels good. I think every day needs a in it. What do they call it in Mexico? Siesta? Is that? Yeah, siesta. It's a nap. Good form. But yes, I'm back. And what I did there, so my balcony, the condo that I was in was like literally on the beach. Like, it was beautiful. And I woke up every day to the Gulf of Mexico in my face, and I just absolutely loved it. So, but I did, really beautiful view, and I didn't realize how much, like I always say, be in the moment, stay as present as you can, da 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 da. But for me, I've never seen the sun set in the west because I always lived on the east, right? So it never occurred to me, that part of it sinking into the ocean and then just being gone. It's just something that never clicked in my head. But I did. I was able to catch that off the balcony. And it just, I don't know, really stirred something up inside my soul. And I didn't think it would, but here I am, sound like a damn fucking Hallmark card about it. So, yeah. Really, this whole past week has just been a focus on how fucking blessed I am as a human to be able to enjoy such things. And as I, look down from the balcony at the beach and I see all the beach people below, what I see the most? Most of them are staring at their phones. Like posing, like idiots trying to get that fucking money shot, I guess. Sorry, honey, but every single one of you kneeling down in the surf and raising your hands like you're the first one to find the ocean and having your friend fucking take the picture for you. I hate to tell you, but I must have seen 300 other people do the same fucking pose. Fuck. And it sucks, I think. I'm a little bit sad because they're all missing the real beauty that's around them by choosing to focus on the screen. And like I said, it's so many people, you guys. So many. It's not just a handful. Or, certain age groups, right? Like you'd think, oh, it's just a young crowd. No. It's a fucking all-encompassing, sad to see sight all around. It is. And as I just been, people watching and stuff, it's like, I don't know. Have we come to value the, what life looks like to the outside as a better concept than living the life when it's right in front of us? Does that make sense? Like, I think I made sense just there. Fuck it. Oh, well, you know what I mean. It feels like it to me. Like, as I just watch the people, right? The majority of them, they're focusing on the next moments, right? Of posting that posed-ass selfie and how many clicks they'll get. And they're missing the memory of what is happening in the moment, here and now. The way the tech has become, it's a sad way to embrace such a beautiful piece of earth. That's what I'm getting at. But hey, at least I can fucking have it. And I think a lot of you can relate in one way or another. So, yeah, let's talk about this today. Let's talk on how we have the ability to focus where we want. And how when we think too much about what we are choosing to focus on, that's when we sometimes lose sight of what the whole picture is. I don't know. Like, what is in front of us? Like, what we don't quite see. Like, what is actually at work behind the scenes. Or, I don't know, maybe even just to push through the quote-unquote, this is just how life works mindset. I don't know. Like, for example, me? I am probably a little random with this, but I always think of those old, it's probably because I grew up in New Orleans, like fucking mill towns and shit, but on like rivers, there's those old like houses. If you're a city person, maybe you saw them in a painting or some shit, I don't know. But it's like an old mill and it's got a wheel that the water of the river turns. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I picture, okay? I know it's fucking random, but it works for me. So I'm just going to share it with you. It's what I picture, okay? Hear me out. Okay. So my thought is basically focus, right? If I picture the wheel of this river fucking house or whatever, the wheel, okay? I'm focused on the wheel. Then the wheel becomes my whole focus, and my brain sees that wheel as all that is turning the water. Like imagine, zoom in. Zoom into the wheel like you're looking at the wet wood, yeah? Fucking zoom. Well, soon, me being so focused on that one part of the wheel, I've forgotten that the water is also what is behind the turning of the wheel. Now imagine you zoom out again, right? So you back up and you see the river is moving along and also pushing the wheel. You get what I'm saying? This fucking zoom. Let's focus more on zoom and less on pose. Fuck, I don't even know why I say some of this shit. Anyway. When we can do that, okay? Let's look at the progress of power in our own lives and how we can be more confident and connected when and how we choose to use it. Not the fucking water wheel, you guys, the fucking focus. Focus. Like sometimes we have to zoom in, and then after we have done and seen all we can there, learned, then we have to zoom back out again. Right? But this time with our own fucking important higher self-awareness around the thing we're looking at. Okay? Now, like I said, this episode is being downloaded to me as I sit with my sunburned ass on a beach in Panama City. But, I took the time to shade myself a little bit. I knew my role going in. I was pale as fuck. I knew I was. Those are the breaks. It was worth it. But even through all the skincare, yeah, I still realize, guys, why this trip was guided to me at this specific time. Okay? We're going to zoom a little bit again. So, as I sit here, we just entered into the astrological new year with the start of Aries season. Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. And me personally, as a air sun sign, I get along very well with the fiery energy of Aries season. Okay? I am so pumped. Pumped. I'm just saying. I like feeling all inspired and ready to fucking go. So, and a lot of you probably feeling renewed as well, right? We usually chalk it up, as humans, that renewed feeling is due to the changing of seasons, right? Here in the US, the spring equinox has just happened, right? But again, much happens behind the scenes of our world that energy-wise affects us a fucking lot, you guys. What else did we have this past week? Oh, we had the freaking new moon on the 21st, in case you didn't know. And what I have come to learn through researching astrology is predicted to be the biggest thing, okay, that we will see change the way we view our lives for the next, I don't know, like fucking 20 years, you guys, is that Pluto has moved into Aquarius. And if you don't follow astrology, let's just check in real quick with why this is a big fucking deal, okay? The last time Pluto, which is the planet of death, destruction, and rebirth, it's okay. Don't get scared now. The last time it was in Aquarius, it was like, I don't know, just shy of like 250 years ago, I think. Now, I am not a professional astrologer, okay? But I do enjoy looking into it. I don't know. It just seems like a good idea to check in with what's going on in the universe around us. So yeah, I research and take what is needed. And also what I can fucking comprehend, okay? I'm not gonna lie. And astrology, guys, is more than those fucking horoscopes you find, okay? It's much, much more. It's literally like the oldest science on the planet. It's how ancient scientists and ancient people discovered more about themselves as they evolved on this planet. So I, for one, think we, again, should maybe just check in with our roots as humans once in a while. I'm just saying. Let's call it my Palm City, Pluto, put the fucking phone down perspective, huh? It's a healthy destruction of our old ways so we can see life's meant to be a beach. Not a bitch. Jeez. Look, even though I don't know why this shit comes to me sometimes, but I just say it. I'm probably tired from driving too. So cut me a little slack this week. But hey, look, due to the nature of the fact, okay, that Pluto has not been in the sign of Aquarius in anyone who is alive today's lifetime, I am not dismissing the epic opportunity to learn and grow with whatever this planetary cycle has in store, okay? And I don't know about you, because I can't speak for you, but once-in-a-lifetime opportunities are not something I plan to miss out on. Even if they do happen to turn out to be, I don't know, fucking twice-in-a-lifetime opportunities, yeah? At least I can say I tried to learn more today than yesterday. I guess that's all I'm saying. So, with that said, Pluto stepping into the Aquarius sign is gonna show up on Earth as a shift away from what no longer serves us, like individually and as a species, as a whole. Which sounds pretty fucking good to me, yeah? We're supposed to see the dying of old ways of thinking, which a lot of us are already doing. I'm just saying. I'm looking at you who's listening to this, huh? Wink, wink. We'll see new technologies come and medical advances emerge. We'll be learning more about space exploration and life beyond Earth, and my personal favorite, outdated systems and power structures that are unjust and that do not serve the collective will be dismantled. And as individuals, we will begin to shift into allowing ourselves to be authentic. Our authentic self will become the quote-unquote new norm. There will be a decline with people giving two fucks what other people think or look like or act. They're not going to want to emulate that anymore. It's going to be more embracing our natural self and our natural gifts. And this will allow humanity to change for a long time, which sounds fucking good to me. Again. Now, there's always light and shadow to any situation. And with this Pluto placement on the shadow side, one astrologer said that it will teach us that living constantly plugged into a screen is bad for our health and sense of well-being. We've already been seeing this trend for some years, but it will deepen. And then on the sunny side, she also noted, she said, quote, at its highest vibration, Aquarius is the sign of social fairness that sees all humans as equal. Over the next 20 years, we will see people rise in many countries revolting against oppressive governments. Pluto in Aquarius will bring back revolution worldwide, something that is very needed, unquote. And just to note, for old-time understanding's sake, the last time we had Pluto in Aquarius, we developed the smallpox vaccine, had the American, French, and Haitian revolutions, and saw the start of the Industrial Revolution. Again, so saying that the planets don't affect Earth just because we can't see them, I don't know, I think it's a little close-minded. I mean, in case it's not clear, those things are all things I mentioned earlier. Medical advances, technological advances, and ridding humanity of outdated power structures. I don't know, I just find it so interesting how it all coincides, or I don't know, lines up nicely. What do you say? Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not going to be out there dancing in the moonlight about it all. Not that I find anything wrong with anybody that does. I'm just saying, I'm not that person. But I do think it's worth observing and seeing what can be taken from it by my own individual intuition. Like what works from here. I don't know. I always found it ballsy of us humans to assume we are the most advanced thing around. Especially because we haven't even tapped into what the universe has out there. Shit, we barely know our own fucking oceans, for fuck's sake. But we'll pose in front of them like we do. I don't know. I guess I just like to personally not assume shit and explore many explanations from many sources. So, if we are to embrace all that Pluto represents astrologically, okay, while we're working on ourselves and our own individual healing, here's how we can adapt to better our own lives, okay? See this little wisdom I give to you? It's beach wisdom, you guys. Basically, I'm saying wisdom is a byproduct of our own becoming. Be you, and wisdom comes to you. Try to be something else, and you will constantly struggle to find wisdom outside of you. Choose your path. Selfie or sunset? See, the first thing to be able to recognize with your own individual authenticity is simply this. Your power comes about because you have been or felt at some point on your journey, in your life, or in a certain situation, okay? Use it how you need to. You have felt disempowered. Remember, like I said, everything has the light and the shadow to process and balance out. So yes, it's true. We cannot step into power first without feeling like we have none. Did I say that right? We cannot step into power without first feeling like we have none. A little reverse there. But because what it is in that feeling, you guys, we're able to heal the karma of what we view within ourselves. And think about it. We feel powerless because our inner self, our higher self, recognizes the power we desire is not being given. And it's not being given to ourselves. We are giving our power to outside forces, and our highest version is simply trying to get us to realize that doing that is not ever going to make us feel empowered within. What happens in our lives is not always in our immediate control, and it doesn't look how we want it to look all the time either, does it? The reason for that is our own learning. We sometimes have to remind ourselves that we are here as a soul learning to be human. And if we have the ability to observe ourselves as that more and more, then in those times when we would like to see change, or when we would like a different way of living, or in those times when our mind tells us we have no power, if we can choose to learn from that feeling and change those energies for ways that instead make us feel good, then we will see that the energy around us, by default, naturally becomes empowered by us. It's law. It's universal law of cause and effect. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. And most of the time, we tend to feel powerless because we are in a situation where usually someone has done or said something to us that we would not have done to them. It's about recognizing that there is an imbalance in these situations. By doing that, we learn that what is needed here is a simple rebalance. And it does not need to be so much of us feeling belittled because of another's choice or actions. Free will, remember? And honestly, a lot of the time the person who made you feel that way ends up getting a much harsher lesson than you do, yeah? Even if you don't get to see it. And that's the way it has to be, you guys, because your path is yours and theirs is theirs. And we don't dish out karma. Karma just is. And all I've come to my conclusions by deciding that I'm going to live my life by one karmic rule that serves me pretty damn well. And of course I'll share it with you, my friends. And take what helps you, as always, right? But the rule is this. We only owe love the chance to grow. In any situation that you find yourself in, okay? Triggered, fucking butthurt, whatever the fucking thing is, right? Just say in your head, I only owe love the chance to grow. And go from there. You might not love that situation, but you can love walking away from it. Like, I don't fucking know. Whatever works for you. I don't give a shit, honestly. Pick your way. But to me, it does. It rings true. Because even in our own sense of feeling powerless, right? In that case, it's the love that needs a chance to grow is the love of self. See? We can better accept the karmic lesson when we also understand that we don't get to control the state of rebalance in every situation. Especially when it deals with another person and their damn free will. Dude, what I'm saying is that when you allow yourself the ability to step outside your sense of self, your ego, you will see the circumstances from all angles. And in doing that, you become the master alchemist, the main magician of your own fucking life. And you call back that fucking power by acknowledging and releasing all energies as and when they become observable to you in whatever ways you need to at any given time. See, we think that if we allow someone or something that caused discomfort or distress to quote unquote get away with it, that we are weak or just, I don't know, easily taken for granted. But think about this before we go on. You use thought to seek release from pain and suffering, but the whole time the thought is what causes you pain and suffering. Stop dwelling in the thought of the unbalanced situation. That's it. Stop. Your power, remember? You can control your own thoughts, and when you do, you see the discomfort was never yours to hold. The burden, instead, lies with the person who created the feeling, and that is all there is to it. I mean, anyone who decided to consciously pick apart another person is not strong at all. I mean, they think they are sometimes, but they're living in the illusion of strength, really. The real strength comes from you being able to see that their hurt doesn't have to hurt you. As self-love, baby. Emotional acceptance, sweetheart. Especially in the situations when you know they hurt you just because they think they can. Because it makes them feel powerful. If you are able to observe and overcome the emotions you feel around that, then you truly are stronger for it. And you're not going to take my word for it, I know. The only way you're going to learn that is if you actually live it. And you got to try. Because the fact is once you embrace your discomfort, which takes, like I said, a shit ton of guts to do, right? Really feeling into what the ego tells you to ignore. And yes, it fucking hurts. Like hell sometimes. I won't lie to you. It fucking hurts. It does. But once you do persevere through that, and you will, you find that the hold that person or situation or whatever once had on you is released. And it no longer attempts to control your attention. You basically see that your focus has changed and what you focus on is coming into focus. What you release from focus is blurred out and no longer being seen by you. See? We need to stop beating ourselves up around these things, these challenges too, yeah? Because the truth is, every cell in your body, every freaking cell, you guys, is designed to rise to these challenges. Anything that feels that is holding us unwillingly is meant to be confronted. That's the actual fucking lesson, you guys. Ta-da! And these lessons, right, hard as they are sometimes, are what is necessary to grow in this journey here on Earth. There's a density to this life, right? Both as physical beings and as we lift the veil over our own consciousness. But it's in these very lessons that we learn when we can become the eager student. And guys, there's nothing wrong with becoming a quick study if you want to. Honestly, if you think about it, we're all being schooled all the time here as humans. We're simply students of life. Same fucking reason I don't dismiss the astronomical things happening around us, yeah? Living to learn, I guess, is how I roll. So I don't know. Maybe ask yourself when you feel those uncomfortable feelings, okay? Or you have those doubtful thoughts. What is my discomfort trying to show me? And be willing to hear the answers that you deep down already know. Or I'm getting, hear what you won't allow yourself to, maybe. Yeah. And honestly, once we hear what is, that's when we see that way through. And I'm going to tell you what it's going to be, okay? I'm going to tell you. Like 99% of the fucking time, you guys, the way through whatever you're working on is going to be the F word. No, not my most used. Fuck. It's my favorite word. Anyway, yeah, no, not that F word. No, the F word I'm talking about is forgiveness. And now I'm hearing Tupac. Forgive, but don't forget, girl. Keep your head up. That goes back to the focus on the things right in front of you that I was talking about at the start of the episode, remember? I mean, how could you forget the fucking water wheel? That's some fucking picturesque shit, you guys. Some fucking Bob Ross level imagery right there. I don't know. Sometimes I think it feels so hard for us to forgive because we are focusing on the aspect of the thing that hurt us most. And that intense focus is what keeps hurting us. Like, what I mean is, We forget to look at the situation all around. We forget that the water is turning the wheel as much as the wheel is turning the water. And that's why forgiveness is a big part of moving forward in your own healing. Nobody is saying whatever caused you to feel hurt was in any way justified, okay? Or on the opposite hand, in any way your fault. That's not what forgiving is for. The thing is that there is an underlying shadow around why you specifically feel hurt by whatever situation comes to mind when you hear this, okay? And it's not to make you feel worse or anything. It's so you can literally be the fucking boss-ass hero of your own fucking life story. Heroes need to release the burden. And they don't do that by pushing it down. Pushing it down like, I don't know. Think of it like when you don't feel like fucking taking out the trash, right? So what do? You go and you push the stuff. You stuff that shit down, right? Compressing the trash down into the damn bag until you can't fit anything anymore, and then the bag is all tight, and when you finally need to take it out, and it rips, and now you gotta double up the fucking bag, yeah? You know what I mean? Look, don't trash bag stuff your life lessons, or you will have to double up on them too. Take them out right now. No sense in having a rotten banana peel be the downfall of your happy life. You'll manifest the dreams, right? Look, it takes a very fucking strong person to be able to sit with themselves, to calm their inner storms, to forgive themselves for any issues they are reminded of that cause a need for healing. And to do it for themselves and not drag anyone else into it by blaming or shaming, completely letting go of victim mentality. Sometimes we have to ride the waves of our own chaotic ocean, you guys. And we have to do it as little castaways. Fucking sorry, there's no Wilson volleyball dude this time. No, it's a solo journey to find yourself. And you're doing it. You fucking badass. You're doing it right now by listening to this, by taking whatever inspires you to forgive yourself and anything or anyone else who has been a cause of hurt in any way. Because you know now, when you do, just like Tupac said, you're keeping your head up. A bad experience or experiences doesn't mean a bad life. You have to pivot from that point on your own 2 feet and walk to where you feel like you, in the best sense of that word again. You will start to allow yourself to be surrounded by people who embrace you as you are and feel alive as fuck again. All because you allowed the forgiveness to come. I say give it a try and you'll see too. Trust me, you will. And that lyric, forgive but don't forget, I'm hearing it still because what we need to realize is that to forget is to block. And my past, I've forgotten a good amount of things, right? That hurt me. And I thought I was doing it in a way that was making me stronger, but it wasn't. Like, I've blocked out conversations full on, honestly, that I couldn't, I guess, subconsciously deal with. Like, someone would be like, remember that happened, and you said blah, 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 and I'm sitting there all dead ass like, nope. And I truly don't remember. I don't remember a damn thing. And the reason that I learned with my own healing is that I did that to block my pain. I allowed my ego to tell me I was wrong for that pain or stupid to feel that way and not to feel it. So essentially, I erased it from my experience. But I know I can't do that because when I do, it comes back to me in other forms of hurt until I acknowledge the lesson I needed to learn so I could grow from it. Me running solved nothing. It was a temporary solution to a permanent problem, and it was only permanent until I forgave myself for my actions, words, thoughts, feeling, and forgave the other people for theirs. But I learned it had to be when I was ready to face it. So, dude, I'm saying, personally, if there were situations in real life that didn't end, you're hearing me perfectly straight. It is forgiven. I forgive because I am serving myself the best life I can every day. And I know I'm not getting it by hating on anyone or dwelling on anything. All happened to get me to this space right now, right here, today. And I'm grateful for my own growth. I am. It's important to listen to yourself and understand where you are on your own journey and with your own mindset. But I just find more growth from viewing how I have allowed my emotions to either help me or harm me. And in either case, I can decide from my true self now whether I want this in my life or I don't. I'm sharing these to help others choose their own ways. So today's the day. Are you choosing forgiveness to grow onward and upward from here? Or are you choosing forgetfulness to stay in the repeat cycle of lessons to be learned, not growing or going anywhere, but round and round until your time on this planet ends? It's up to you. It always is. Are you practicing pose after fucking fake beauty pose in front of the Gulf of Mexico? Or are you watching the sun disappear behind the horizon and experiencing the natural beauty with me? Fucking filter or no? I mean, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. But as always, you will know where you are in your own paths and what is right for you at this time. Listen to your own self and don't be ashamed of anything that has already been. You got through it for a reason, or you have it in your life for a reason. But I like to say, if you can get through it, then you can forgive it. Release it. And use this Pluto thing to, I don't know, start a new beginning that is best for you. If you embrace yourself as the love, okay? And care about what's good for you, then you see that you deserve it just as much as anyone else in this universe does. But shit, you actually gotta care and do the work for yourself. The work you do, the thoughts you think, the feelings you feel is what keeps you going as you. Don't let easy Google answers be how you show up in your own life. Seek the answers through living. And watch as you stay in your own power, being all forgiving and living your best life and shit. Well, fuck. Might as well end it sounding like that Hallmark card again. This will be the Gen expansion pack, I guess. Now with more swearing. These ain't Grandma's Hallmark cards. Oh, shit. Anyway. Yes, my friends, I'm done. I'm done. I will talk to you all later. Bye.